is Alicia Perry, and I know I've shared with you many different things over the last few years. But what I'm about to show you is called radio sweep, and it's very interesting. May seem a little bit unbelievable. It may seem a little bit strange, or possibly even a little weird. But what I don't want you to do is to get frightened or scared or possibly even overwhelmed by what I'm about to show you. But instead, I want you to hang in there. Don't give up. And remember that what I'm showing you is absolutely incredible. But before I go into this, I want to show you some of the equipment that you're going to need to do your own radio sweep. First of all, what you're going to need is a small digital AM/FM radio, much like this Radio Shack radio. It's a 12-469. It's very simple, and there is a video out on YouTube that you can watch. If you go out to my account, I have it under my featured videos section, and it'll show you how to hack this radio so that you can cause it to no longer stop on any station when it's sweeping through the radio, which I was just demonstrating to you there. You're also going to need an auxiliary cable, much like this one, so that you can hook that hacked radio up to a speaker or perhaps to another stereo with speakers. And you'll need a digital audio recorder, preferably one like this Olympus that has a USB port in it, and then a radio, something like this. And this is the one that I use because it has an auxiliary switch on the side. And it also has the plug that we could use the auxiliary input cable and plug it into the radio and this stereo, as I'm demonstrating right here. And now I'm going to demonstrate for you what it sounds like. Well, now that I've shown you a very simple demo of how to do a radio sweep, I'd like to now address the controversy over radio sweep. Because there are some out there that say that what we're doing is we're randomly picking words here and there and then piecing them together into a sentence and saying, see, I got a response. Well, I'd like to let you know that that is not what I'm doing. What I do is I ask a question and I get an immediate direct response to my question afterwards. And they're not just single word responses. I'm getting whole sentences or multiple sentences as a response. And to better prove this to you, what I'm going to do in my samples is I'm going to show you the video representation of the audio that has been recorded. I use Audacity to edit my audio, and I also use a screen capture program to capture the actual waveforms of the audio as it's playing. That way you'll be able to see that the responses are directly after my question and they're playing as I'm stating. So having said that, let's start with the very first samples that I have.
Do you frequent my home?
What's on the hand? There's like right here.
Are you a spirit form or something else?
After I got that response where they said, we are angels, I got to thinking about a show that I had heard in which a speaker had mentioned the possibility that what we're dealing with is interdimensional beings. And he mentioned a teaching in Islam that mentions beings called the jinn that were made from fire. And he postulated that these could possibly be actual beings that are made of plasma. And are interdimensional and something that we can't see as humans. So I decided that I would ask these, whoever it was that I was speaking with in the radio sweep, if they were the jinn. And this is the response that I got.
Or the gin?
I'll see that.
And so in my continued quest to understand who it was that I was dealing with, I asked them why they were talking to me, what it was they wanted from me. And this is the response that I got. And pay special attention to what they say at the end.
Why do you want to talk to me?
When I heard that last part where they said, we travel so far for ways to feel it, you're scared, you're like us, you're brand new, it made me think about the movie Contact. And I thought, my goodness, maybe we are dealing with an interdimensional being. And then I brought my partner in on the recordings, and she wanted to get some answers about a near-death experience or possible OBE that she had. And so we did a recording, and they actually addressed her by her name, Mary, and they gave her an interesting response.
I was floating up, and I heard a voice say, "It's not your time." Was I dead?
Six deletos. All the same now.
What was happening?
There is a method being the person.
That's a pretty...
Another thing that I found interesting as I was doing these recordings is that whoever it was that I was talking with seemed to know what I was doing and what my interests were. I'm a paranormal researcher, and I try to send or help spirits go to the light. And you will hear them discuss that in this very next clip.
Why did you make Sarah go?
Because I care about them.
Well, I'm going to close this video with 3 final recordings that I have. I've done many recordings, but I wanted you to hear these because I think they're very interesting. One mentions that they're a good friend, and then the other 2 give me some instructions. And so with that, I will play these, and then I will direct you at the end of the video to my blog, and I hope you'll check it out. And I just wanted to say thank you for watching.
Thank you. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add to what you've already told me?
Records.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording now. It's been 6 minutes. Thank you. Okay, I'll try again later.
Make sure everything